What's up everybody and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to start wrapping the Nissan GT-R. If you guys remember, a few months ago, we did the full budget wrap on the Audi R8. I'm not going as crazy as far as the colors go. I'm going a little bit more conservative. Here's just a sneak peek at some of the colors. I actually pre-cut these last night just to try to apply this on the car a little bit differently than the way we did it on the R8. So I'm basically going to piece together all these colors on the car right now and see how it goes, and then work on adding the other colors, which are white and black, so a little bit more conservative in the design and color scheme. I've already gone ahead and cleaned the car. I took some wax and grease remover on all the crevices and the door jambs, the seam around the hood and everything, just to make sure there's no residue or anything like that. I cleaned the fender liners. That way everything's clean so the vinyl can adhere to the different crevices within the car. We're gonna jump right into it, start wrapping it with the red and see how it goes. Alright, so with another piece down now, I'm finding my pre-cut method is actually going pretty well. I like how I was able to spend some time yesterday just cutting out random shapes within the vinyl and then placing them around the car. It's coming together nicely. I'm basically going to use two colors, go around the entire car with what I have, and then once those pieces are all down, I'm able to look at it and kind of piece out the next two colors. So if we look like over here, I know that I'm going to have like white and black somewhere to tie in the gray and red. So I know that this area right here, I might just use knifeless tape, like piece right here, and then draw something around that air vent and then something black there. So I think doing this method is doing pretty well. I'm liking these results so far. Something on the door, I want it to have some size to it. So I have a bigger piece here, another bigger piece. I mean, it's all obviously so random, you don't know what is gonna look the best. I think I want something with more width to it. Like, that's not bad. And then I have this really big piece too though. And that could be something kind of crazy like that. But we have this huge straight line. I don't really like that for here. Unless it was like this, but I don't know about that. So I might save this one for a different area. And then one thing really quick, as you guys know, the ceramic coating, I literally drove the car in the rain yesterday on the highway, and it doesn't even look like this car has left a showroom. So it is perfectly clean. I'm not using any type of chemicals to clean the paint, so the vinyl is going right onto the actual ceramic coating. So I don't want to like put any type of barrier in there. But so impressive. I'm just wiping off any dust or dirt that's on it. I'm honestly blown away with having the car ceramic coat like this. It is so cool. My pre-cut is going pretty well. I like the way I did it. So as of now, we are kind of getting to the back of the car, as you can obviously tell. But we're basically looking at different pieces to see what's going to make sense where. So now we're going to do a big gray piece. And like I said, it's pretty, I guess, easy to do this piece by piece way. You don't necessarily, being ceramic coated, everything just slides right off of it. Like, oh, it's crazy. Okay, there we go. But I lost my train of thought.
You were saying piece by piece.
Oh yeah.
It's easier to do.
Yeah, so I started off with 5 foot by 5 foot sheets. The red was actually, I think, like 4 by 5. Maybe these were 5 by 6. But you don't need to necessarily cut everything, so you could maybe do like half of what you have, do everything, and then keep going. But it's working pretty well.
Or yeah, I mean, or even knifeless tape like we did the R8. But
yeah, I'm not hating the way I'm doing it.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a lot of curves in this piece, so it'll be a little challenging. And we'll see how far this goes down. But that'll be kind of a neat piece. I don't know how close I want with the spoiler. Maybe probably touching it so I can cut.
Well, here's the thing. Do you take the spoiler off? Is it easy to do? Because the goal with a budget wrap is to take as little of the car apart as possible.
Yeah.
So is it worth it?
And we didn't show it in detail, but I'll show you the door handles. They came out pretty good. I've cut around this silver piece. It might be too late to ask this now, but if anyone knows how to remove just this piece right here, let me know. Because if I can get this off, I'd love to make this like red, the other one white. But that's working.
Well,
yeah.
You technically can still do it with it on.
Yeah.
Because you just have to put it back in this like you did with the gray.
Yeah.
And cut this out.
It'd be nice to try a different way.
Yeah.
2 hours later.
So we attempted to remove the spoiler. There's only 6 bolts it looks, but it's adhered on, so we're not going to remove it at all. So hopefully we can work around it and make it work. But I'm just going to still put this on the way I was thinking. I mean, it's a budget wrap, so
Yeah.
as easy as possible. So far, those hood things are the only thing I had to remove, which you saw it in time lapse. That was so easy. Just take that fiberglass sheet thing off, and then just a few bolts. But now let's start working on the rear. So we'll do something right there. That's the thing. You kind of just place it, and wherever it falls, it's gonna go. About 4 or 5 hours into it, I think I started around 11.
Yeah.
It's like 4 o'clock, so I guess we're 5 hours into it. A few lunch breaks and stuff. But here's where we're at so far. The red is completely used up. I'm putting on some gray now. You can see how it looks around these pieces, which is pretty cool. I do need to make a small cut right here just so this overlap isn't that big. But so far, looking pretty good. I like how I did it with the pre-cuts. You can see how everything's coming together. I might want to order more red, I'm not exactly sure. I definitely do think I have a pretty good use of it throughout the car. I like how I did the gray around the handles, still figuring out this, and then up on the roof. Can't exactly remember what we've shown you guys with the time lapse and everything, but we got the spoiler done, and then the gray here, and then some red over here. But what do you guys think? Comment down below how you think it's coming so far. I think the overall project is gonna look really good. I'm liking the overall theme of it, but that's basically where we are right now. I'll probably do a little bit more time lapse working on the gray. We have not used any knifeless tape yet. This is all just the pre-cut stuff. This one ironically was perfect size for this, and I can just knife cut that very carefully. But I think we're gonna add some white now. I know I'm gonna need some white around here. So basically I'm just gonna fill in this whole section with some white, a little bit of black, a little bit of white. So I think it's coming together nicely how we're putting two colors down and then basically filling it in with another color. You guys have seen I'm doing some hand cuts rather than using the knifeless tape. I think it makes it a little bit easier. Only downside, and regardless if I'm doing knifeless tape or not, peeling up the vinyl that's on top of the new vinyl is actually peeling it up too, which creates bubbles. So you gotta be very careful. Like as I'm peeling this white, like all this is on top of the gray. I gotta go very slowly because you can see it peeling up the gray. You can see it right there. You kind of have to go back, push the bubble towards the seam, and that way you can smooth it out. It's doing it on the red the worst because the red is a satin, everything else is a matte. But that is one drawback with excess vinyl on top of the new vinyl. I'm liking the color combo. We're probably getting close to wrapping it up for the night though. I'm probably gonna do maybe a few more pieces, but it is getting there. One bigger one there, another piece there, and a little bit back there to do. But it's coming together. I don't know what else we should film for today's video. We kind of showed at least how we're doing this, the method that we're going. And remember, the whole goal is a budget wrap. We spent less than 200 bucks on the R8. I've spent, as of right now, $140 worth of materials. Maybe give or take 20 bucks for knifeless tape. But yeah, it's coming together. I think that might wrap up today's video. I think we got a lot of footage. I think may or may not have one more video with the wrap. If not, the next video will be the full unveil. You've got a good idea of what it's going to look like, but it's going to be pretty sick when it's all done. So anyways, that is going to wrap up today's video. Give it a huge thumbs up, smash the subscribe button. We'll see you guys in the next video.